Hi everyone, welcome to Tamari's World. I just want to talk, so I'm going to talk. And what I want to talk about is the queer experience. I want to talk about what it means to be queer. And the reason why I want to talk about this is just because I feel like within the LGBTQIA plus community, and I say all of the letters because apparently now we're only LGB, which is so stupid. You can't just erase all the letters like that when I already have them all memorized. Like, come on now, we gotta be faster than that. Anyways, that's besides the point. What was I saying? Oh, there's some like stigmas in the community where some people feel like okay, I have encountered like studs, masculine dressing lesbian women, and sometimes they will say transphobic things, or they will say things about other studs or other masculine lesbians, and they will make it seem like they're doing too much because they want to cut their hair or they want to get top surgery or something like that, but they are still a woman and they feel some type of way about that because they feel like that's doing too much, when it's like I never understand that. I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can be a part of the community of people who just want to be free to be themselves and to like express themselves, and you yourself have problems with other people expressing themselves or other people being free to just be themselves. Like, I just will never understand it. And I talked about this, I'm not even talking about this example, but I remembered when I talked about this on my TikTok. I made a TikTok about it and it went very viral. Yikes. And then the person that I was talking about didn't like that at all. We started a whole argument. But I was talking about a masculine lesbian that I would talk to, and she said that she didn't want to watch RuPaul's Drag Race with me, and that started this whole thing about like it just started this whole thing. And number one, I love RuPaul's Drag Race. I love it. That's like I love it. That is my stuff. And to me, it's very like it's just very queer. It's very queer. And I love that. However, there are people that are gay, but they're not queer. There are people that are in the community who maybe, are homosexual or whatever, but they're not queer. And that's a stark difference in an identity, in how you grew up, in like the people that you hang around. I feel like it makes such a difference when you identify with being queer. And the queer experience is something that starts when you are young. I mean, it could start, actually it could start whenever in your life, because I know people learn different things about themselves and have different timelines when it comes to things like that. But for me, it started when I was young. And for a lot of people, it starts when they're young. They realize that they don't fit into what society wants them to be. They maybe are a girl and they're realizing, I don't like wearing dresses. I don't like wearing skirts. I don't like the color pink. I don't like doing stuff that other girls are liking to do. I don't like playing with dolls. I don't like putting on makeup. I don't like doing this. Like, I don't like any of that. And they want to do the stuff that the boys are supposed to be doing. And that kind of, it really starts just opening your mind up to the fact that there are a lot of boxes that you're going to be placed in your life. And there are so many things that you're going to be expected to do, expected to like, expected to know, that you're not going to know, that you're not going to like, that you're not going to want to do. And for me, that started at a very young age when I realized that, like, I'm different. And it's not even just like I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. Like, yeah, like I'm different. Like, it's not even like that. It's just like I'm looking up like it's like a very silent, like you're sitting in a corner in a box and you're like, I'm different. it's like that. Like it's like like what? Like it's a little overwhelming, especially for a child. And I feel like that's what kind of awakens the queer experiences, when you realize maybe you're into different stuff, maybe you like different stuff. I like girls, and and I think back to like the first, like, my gay awakening, and I think I talked about this in my coming out story video, but my gay awakening was when I watched that video of Ruby Rose, and she was like she started off like very feminine, wearing like a wig and like with full face of makeup, like glammed out, like period queen. And then she like dumps the water on her and it washes away all of the makeup, and like you see her tattoos, and then she takes the wig off and she has like a short haircut, and it was just like it's just so sexy, just so sexy. And and it's not even just Ruby Rose, like it's not just because it's Ruby Rose, but it just opened my eyes to androgyny and androgynous people and what that even meant. And I just realized how beautiful that is in my brain. To me, that is just so attractive. It's so beautiful. I love androgyny, and Ruby Rose was the first person that I saw that was androgynous. And I think I want to say she even identified as non-binary, but I don't know if her pronouns aren't she her. I apologize, but maybe I should, I don't know. Anyways, okay. What was I saying? Oh, for that to be my gay awakening, I feel like it makes so much sense, because the people that I typically am attracted to are people that are more androgynous, people that have sort of masculine and feminine characteristics combined together in one person. And I think that is just so beautiful. And even I have kind of a masculine and feminine characteristics, like just combined up into myself, and so maybe that's why I'm attracted to that in other people. I don't know, but it's just something that I realized, that not everybody's attracted to androgyny. Not everybody's attracted to women who lean more on the masculine side, and that's okay. You don't have to be attracted to people like that. You don't, like, it doesn't really matter if you are, you know what I'm saying? Like, because there's people like me who are attracted to that, and it just really like goes to show you that there's people out there for everybody. There are super like feminine women who only care about being feminine. There's masculine women who care about being masculine, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. And there's people who fit somewhere in the middle, and that's okay. I just don't like it when people they make fun of other people's queer experiences because it's not like their own queer experience. And I don't like that, especially with like people that are gay or lesbian, bisexual, and they talk down on trans people, on non-binary people, on people with different pronouns. And it's like, I don't see how you can I just don't understand it. And maybe it's not for me to understand. I don't think it is. Something else that I think I should talk about is, because, oh my gosh, I can't get the words together. Something else I think I should talk about is, okay. So when you're younger, I feel like there's more of a need to define who you are and define what you like and who you like and all of this. And it's really just because other people ask you, and people ask, what's your sexuality? So do you like boys? Do you like girls? Are you bi? Are you people ask you because people just want to put you in a box. They want to put a label on it to make it more understandable for them. It's easier for me to say I'm a lesbian than for me to be like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense. Hold on, I'm gonna redo the example. It's easier for me to be like, I'm bisexual. Then for me to be like, okay, well, I'm attracted to women romantically and sexually, but I'm only attracted to men sexually, but that's only like 5% of the time. So I'm mainly attracted to, like, it's like that's so many words. And so a lot of people just end up saying, okay, well, I'm bisexual or I'm pansexual or whatever. And that's kind of what I did. Like, granted, sexuality is fluid. So when I was 14 years old, I was pansexual because that's what I came out as. That's what I identified with. Identified with being pansexual. And I only really started calling myself a lesbian like in 2021. Dang, that's like 4 years ago. Wow, that's crazy. But it was like kind of, it took some years for me to start calling myself a lesbian just because I didn't like, I don't know, like I've only dated women. I've only been with women, but I just didn't, I don't know. Maybe it was compet. Maybe I don't know. But what was I even saying? Hold on. And I get so many like comments and people messaging me who are younger, and they're trying to figure out their sexuality, trying to figure out what label to label themselves as, and they usually come to me because they think that they're a lesbian, and they it's like 99.99999% of the time it's because they think they're a lesbian, and they usually are a lesbian. And everything that they told me, I'm like, yeah, it sounds kind of like you're a lesbian, but like I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? But like a lot of them are like, well, I'm bi, but like I only like women, and like I feel like I don't even like boys, like I don't even really like I don't even care about that. But like they don't want to come out, they're scared to come out because like their parents or their friends or like, you know, the rest of the world are scared about all of that, and so they want advice about that, which I can always give advice about coming out, about all of that, because like I went through so many different scenarios in my head when I was younger, and trying to figure out like what I would do or like the best way to go about things. And I've heard so many different pieces of advice from so many different people with so many different experiences, and I'm good at giving advice. But when it's about finding a label for your sexuality, or like finding out like whether you're bisexual, pansexual, if you're lesbian, like that is something that I kind of struggle with giving advice for, because to me it's not about that. It's not about the label that you put on yourself, that like I understand how that can be a very validating thing to be able to say I'm bisexual, I'm gay, I'm a lesbian, I'm transgender. You know, it's a very like, it's an accepting thing. Like when I was finally able to say, okay, I'm a lesbian, instead of like beating around the bush for like my entire life, I'm finally like, and I told my parents, I told my parents, I came out to my parents, and I was like how old was I in 2021? I don't know. As an adult, I came out to my parents again, because when I originally came out, I came out as pansexual. And then I came out again as an adult, and I said I'm a lesbian, and they're like, we already knew that. And I was like, no, you didn't, because I never told you I was a lesbian. I never told y'all that. But anyways, it's very validating and affirming to be able to say I am a lesbian, you know, say what you are. But at the same time, sexuality is fluid. It doesn't have to be explained to, you know, like you don't have to explain your queer identity to other people, and other people don't have to understand that, because that's kind of the whole thing about being queer, is that it is whatever you make it. It is your identity. It is whatever you are, whatever you like, what you're into. That's what being queer is about. So it's not really for somebody to come and put a label on you and say, okay, well, you're this and you're this and you're that. That's not really what it's about. It's about the whole dichotomy. Is that the word I'm looking for? It's about the whole dichotomy of everything, you know what I'm saying, of all of the queer identities that you could be in, all of the, you know what I'm saying. It's about just expanding your horizons and not doing whatever society is telling you you're supposed to do. And other people don't have to understand that, and I keep saying that because it's the truth. Other people don't have to understand what you're doing. They don't have to understand what you like or what you like. They don't have to. What for? What? They don't. So yeah. And for me, like, people have brought up the fact that, especially being on TikTok, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm announcing this now. I'm kicked out of my TikTok account. I can no longer be on TikTok unless it's on my laptop that I got like 10 years ago and don't use anymore. So I'm not really on TikTok right now, and I'm kind of loving it. I'm kind of loving it. I'm loving it. Now, there's a lot of useful information on TikTok. However, I'm glad to not be in that like toxicity anymore, because like it was going down a kind of toxicity kind of path of what I was looking at. You know what I'm saying? It was just like everybody just shut up. And now everybody shut up because I'm not even on the app anymore. Cute. But what was I saying? Oh, especially on TikTok, like I would make videos about liking masculine women or liking like androgynous people, or like, anyways, I would talk about how I would like androgynous or like masculine looking women, and there would be women who would come on there who were gay, but they preferred feminine women, and they would be like, okay, well, you're like, I've been called fake gay for liking masculine women, which to me is like that doesn't even make sense. Like, on all levels it makes no sense, because to me, a masculine woman, like, you can be gay and present any sort of kind of way. I'm not saying that you can't, or to you, like, if you're femme, you can like femmes, you can like mass, like you can like whoever you like. That's literally what the whole video is about. But what was I saying? Oh, I forgot the original point. Damn. Oh, you can be gay and look like whatever you want to look like. However, I feel like a feminine looking lesbian versus a masculine looking lesbian, the masculine looking lesbian kind of wears it outside. You know what I'm saying? More people are going to associate that person with being queer or with being gay or with being something other than, because they are doing something that is not a societal norm. And it could be as simple as wearing an outfit that a man would normally wear, or having a haircut that a man would normally have. It's something as simple as that, but people will see that and will automatically connect that person with that sort of group, even if they're not in that group. There are a lot of straight women who I would think are gay, but they're not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people look like whatever. But like, how does that make me less gay to like that person or to be attracted to that person, when to me it's like I don't know how to say this without, anyways, I'm just gonna move on. But and it's because they associate masculine dressing women with wanting to be men or with being closer to men, but like, they're not men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how does that make me less gay if it's not a man? Like, I don't understand. And you know, that's how like a lot of TikTok would make me feel. And then you try to explain yourself, and then people will just like start jumping on you because you don't say something right. And I hate that. That just really baffles me, because to me, I like people who look like that because they look more gay. Like, you look gay, you look queer, you look different than what people are probably expecting you to look like. And I think that's interesting. So I don't see how that makes me less gay. It doesn't make me less gay at all, because at the end of the day, I'm a woman and I'm attracted to a woman. It's only gay things about that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I digress. And also, something else that I want to bring up is like, I'll watch a show like that was filmed in an episode of a show that was filmed in the 2000s or something, and and there will be somebody gay on the show, but they'll say something like oh, I'm gay, but I'm not parade gay. And it's this term, parade gay, that I just find so interesting, because basically they just mean like they're just gay, but they wouldn't go to like a pride parade, or they wouldn't associate with the rainbows and with like what pride means and like things like that. And just the term parade gay, I think, is very interesting. But I understand people who feel like that, or people who want to feel like oh, I'm gay but I don't make it my whole personality, like okay, whatever, like you're boring. I'm just kidding. But at the same time, like, don't talk down on people who do go to the parades, who do like the rainbows, who do like to be out and proud with it. They make it seem like the people who do like going to the pride parades, or do like the rainbows and do like that stuff, are doing too much. And I hate that. Or people who do like drag queens, and who do like voguing, and like the very queer things. And people will look down on people who like things like that, because like, oh, you're doing too much. Like you can be gay, but like to be a drag queen, that's too much. Or to wear makeup, like that's too much. But it's like, who are you to say that's too much? Who are you to tell somebody how to live their queer experience when they're queer? That's the whole point of the thing. Nobody's telling you how to do it. It's just in you. You know what I'm saying? It's not what you tell me it is. It's what I make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what people just don't understand. Anyways, moral of the story, don't let anyone tell you how to be gay. Don't let anybody tell you how to be queer. They're not you. You're not them. Let's keep it that way. And if you are somebody who is struggling with your identity for whatever reason, whether it's yourself, whether it's like internal like shame, or like internalized homophobia, internalized transphobia, or whether you're scared about the people around you, your family, your friends, how they might think about you after, I just want to say, I can sit here and be like, don't be afraid, but like, I was definitely very afraid of things like that when I was younger, so I definitely understand. But at the same time, this is your life. You know, this is your life, and do you want to live it living a lie, and living as what other people want you to live as, and living in as a shell of who you are for your entire being, until you wake up one day and you're like 45 and you're like, I don't like anything about my life right now. You know, like, I've been living a life for 40 years, and then now you want to like start, you know what I'm saying? Do you want that to be your life? You know, that is some people's lives, and that's perfectly okay. That is their queer experience. That is their experience. That's perfectly okay. But the earlier that you can break out of that shell of being what other people want, or what society wants, the faster I think you'll feel more like you're living your own life, and not like you're living somebody else's life through your life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I make sense. Anyways, moral of the story here, being gay is whatever it means to you. Being queer, whatever it means to you. Other people do not get to tell you what it means for you to be queer, for what your sexuality means, or what your identity means. People don't get to decide that for you. You get to decide that for yourself. That's going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for listening to me talk. Thank you for being here, for watching my video. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos. I definitely have more coming, especially ones like this. I like just sitting here and speaking my mind. This is very fun. So yeah, thank you for watching. Anyways, do you like my hair? I just tried this on. It's a glueless wig. Look at this. Oh my gosh, you see that? It's a glueless wig. That's so cool. Like, did you know that? Could you tell from the back? Anyways, this is from the same company that gave me the other wig that's on this channel, Love Me. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.